रे વાત મને ઓળખ્યા વિના રે આ લખ 84 નહીં રે મટે નહીં રે મટે બગલો રે એ રંગે રૂપે એક છે રે હંસલો ને બગલો રે રંગે રૂપે એક છે તો એના આહાર તણી ઓળખાય રે એ વાત મને ઓળખ્યા વિના રે આ ભવના પેરા નહીં રે ટળે આ ભ્રમણાને ભાગ્યા વિના નહીં રે મટે નહીં રે ટળે નહીં રે મટે तेरे राम नाम की लूट है राम नाम की लूट है लूट सके तो लूट अंतकाल पछताएगा जब प्राण जाएगा छूट ओ अंतकाल पछताएगा जब प्राण जाएगा छूट तेरे मन में राम तन में राम रोम रोम में राम रे राम सुमिर ले ध्यान लगा ले छोड़ जगत के काम रे बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 तेरे मन में राम तन में राम रोम रोम में राम रे राम सुमिर ले ध्यान लगा ले छोड़ जगत के काम रे बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम राम तन के भीतर 5 लुटेरे डाल रहे हैं डेरा। तन के भीतर 5 लुटेरे डाल रहे हैं डेरा। काम क्रोध मद लोभ मोह ने तुझको कैसा ढेरा। भूल गया तू राम रटन, भूला पूजा का नाम रे। बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम राम राम। तेरे मन में राम, तन में राम, रोम रोम में राम रे। राम सुमिर ले, ध्यान लगा ले, छोड़ जगत के काम रे। बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम राम राम। बचपन बीता खेल खेल में, भरी जवानी सोया। बचपन बीता खेल खेल में, भरी जवानी सोया। देख बुढ़ापा अब क्या सोचे, क्या पाया क्या खोया। देर नहीं है अब भी बंदे, ले ले उसका नाम रे। बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम राम राम। तेरे मन में राम, तन में राम, रोम रोम में राम रे। राम सुमिर ले, ध्यान लगा, छोड़ जगत के काम रे। बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम राम राम। श्री राम, श्री राम, राम, श्री 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 राम चंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भय पदकण्डारुणं कन्दार्पयगणित अमित छवि नवनीत नीरज सुन्दरं कन्दार्पयगणित अमित छवि नवनीत नीरज सुन्दरं पटपीत मानहु तडित रुचि सूचि नवमे जनक सुतावरम् भज दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंश निकंदनम भज दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंश निकंदनम रघुनंदन आनंद कंद कौशल चंद दशरथ नंदन श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री
Let the latecomers in, please. Today is the last day of school for some of you. Those of you who have been coming late on a regular basis, we will see you on Monday. You will receive the glad news sometime today, if your name is on that list.
It's impossible, said pride. It's risky, said experience. It's pointless, said reason. Give it a try, said ambition. Namaste and a very good morning to one and all present here. Today is 27th April, Saturday, and a Gujarati calendar pramane, aje Chaitra Vad Atham che. I request you all to please rise for the morning prayers.
Be still. All together. Please sit. Hands on your knees, right? Back straight, head up.
ओ मने प्यारो लागे हो, मने प्यारो लागे श्री जी तारो नाम। तन मन धन श्री जी ना चरणों, तन मन धन श्री जी ना चरणों। ओ मैं तो छोड़ी दीघा हो, मैं तो छोड़ी दीघा सगड़ा का।
Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath in.
I would like to invite Anandini Nandwana of class 12F to recite a poem titled Home by Worcestershire, a British Somali poet who speaks of the agony of finding herself a refugee.
Namaste, home. No one leaves home unless home is the mouth of a shark. You only run for the border when you see the whole city running as well. Know your neighbors running faster than you, breath bloody in their throats. The boy you went to school with, who kissed you dizzy behind the old tin factory, is holding a gun bigger than his body. You only leave home when home won't let you stay. No one leaves home unless home chases you. Fire under feet, hot blood in your belly. It's not something you ever thought of doing until the blade burned threads into your neck, and even then, you carried the anthem under your breath, only tearing up your passport in an airport toilet, sobbing as each mouthful of paper made it clear that you would not be going back. You have to understand that no one would put their children in a boat unless the sea is safer than the land. No one burns their palms under trains beneath carriages. No one spends days and nights in the stomach of a truck feeding on newspaper unless the miles traveled means something more than the journey.
No one crawls.
No one crawls under fences, wants to be beaten, wants to be pitied. No one chooses refugee camps or strip searches where your body is left aching, or prison, because prison is safer than a city of fire. And one prison guard in the night is better than a truckload of men who look like your father. No one could take it. No one could stomach it. No one's skin would be tough enough. The go-home blacks, refugees, dirty immigrants, asylum seekers, sucking our country dry, niggas with their hands up, they smell strange, savage, messed up their country. Now they want to mess up ours. How do the words, the dirty looks roll off your backs? Maybe it's because the blow is softer than a limb torn off. Or the words are more tender than 14 men between your legs, or the insults are easier to swallow than rubble, than bone, than your child's body in pieces. I want to go home, but home is the mouth of a shark. Home is the barrel of a gun. No one would leave home unless home chased you to the shore, unless home told you to kick in your legs, leave your clothes behind, crawl through the desert, wade through oceans, drown, save, beg, be hungry, forget pride. Your survival is more important. No one leaves home unless home is a sweaty voice in your ear saying, leave, run away from me now. I don't know what I've become, but I know that anywhere is safer than here. Thank you.
Thank you, Anandini. Now, I would like to invite Palak and Krutali to present before us a poem in performance, The Key. The Key is a poem written by Ali and choreographed by Palak and Krutali. In a society like ours, we tend to ignore mental illnesses and disregard those who suffer from it. The Key is a story of a young woman with depression who realized that the walls she built to protect herself were only harming her. It's about her choice to knock these walls down and finding freedom and hope on the other side.
Depression is lying. It's me telling you that I'm fine, when inside I'm dying. Faking a laugh just to keep from crying. Rest assured, this inability to move is not due to lack of trying. I try to explain, but your words are denying.
Happiness is a choice. You are not trying hard enough. Cheer up, girl. You have nothing to be depressed about.
No one would choose this. I've been fighting for 5 years, and I wish it were that easy. And I know that's the problem. You don't see the demons, or hear the lies, or feel the weight that's crushing me inside, because I hide.
Say, when did our society decide to ignore this disease of the mind? When did our default become believing, I'm fine? When will we open our eyes and cease being blind to the life behind the mask and the hurt behind the laugh? Maybe the problem isn't you. Just maybe it's me.
Which is why I have decided to tell you what's real. I'm hurting, I'm struggling, sometimes I'm suffocating. Maybe I feel alone because I've decided not to let you in. Maybe you have knocked, knock, 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 and I just haven't opened. And maybe everything would change if I just showed you my door's key. I'm trapped in my own room, which though once filled with light, and life is now darker than the cell of prisoner. And I'm not. I can't look ahead, so I turn to behind, to the past. But there, everything was a mistake. Every choice I make, every chance I take was wrong, is wrong. Regrets. Never-ending streams of regrets flowing faster than the water rushing down my face as I shower, trying to erase the inadequacy with dirt, hoping the sound will drown out and replace the whispers that embrace, surround, and suffocate me. But only the dirt washes away, and the shame doesn't.
I'm hurting, I'm struggling, sometimes I'm suffocating. Maybe I feel alone because I've built walls so high you cannot get in. Maybe you have knocked. Knock, 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 knock. But I choose not to open. I was the one ignoring you, not you, me. And I'm hoping I can make that change by revealing my door's key.
Thank you, Palak and Tutali. Bolero by Ravel is a super classical music piece famed in almost every country for many reasons. The tempo is perfect, slightly faster than usual, giving it a lot more energy. The inclusion of the vocalist near the end of the piece is a stroke of musical arrangement genius. The respect given to the humble snare drummers front of stage playing 7 minutes of perfect simplicity. The simple tune is gradually developed to give it a crescendo effect at the end with increasing number of instruments and the volume to create a charged up spirit and emotion. We present before you Bolero.
While we are listening to that music piece, those who participated in the performance poetry events, there were 2 of them, please come here, including staff members. Bolero. Music piece, please. Give them a round of applause. Bolero. Type of music you want to hear before you go into an examination hall and then just smash that question paper. So we had, please come on stage and be recognized. Today's reciters in front first, please. Staff members on stage as well, please. Vilma madam as well, if she's already not there. Our reciters this morning, please. Couple of steps in front. Rise and give them the standing ovation that they deserve. Right? They have started something that I had no input in, right? For the first time, we have some event happening in which I have not had any input at all, and I think we want to recognize our staff members. Please step forward, adding something extremely valuable to the calendar in the form of what was called performance poetry, where students recited poetry, some of them even wrote the poetry, and they performed. It wasn't just a recitation. So it goes beyond recitation and something unique, and I think everybody here on stage deserves that standing ovation. Overhead clap, please. Because we have created history of a sorts, right? 20 years from now, performance poetry will still be happening, and you will come back maybe with a young son or daughter taking admission in the school, and you will attend performance poetry and tell everybody else, we started that, right? Very valuable addition. And remember, there are colleges that all of you will seek admission to. There are colleges that only want to see your mark sheet. Whatever you have done on your 12th exam, JEE, NEET. And then there are colleges that want to see your mark sheet, and they also want to see what else you did with your time. More and more, these are the colleges that you want to go to. As an SNK student, you experience a very different type of education. And if you go to a mark sheet admitting college, a college that simply admits on a mark sheet, you will find that you are out of place. These new colleges and many of the old colleges are changing to this methodology where they are seeking students who want to be extraordinary. Like these students you see on stage. They attempted to do something that was out of the ordinary. It required time, it required perspiration, it required effort, and it required commitment. Right? Those are the qualities that the best colleges are looking for, and you need to figure out how you're going to put that on your resume before you leave school. They are well on their way to getting admission into those colleges. One more round of applause for them, please. Thank you. Thank you. Please sit. 2 days back, I ended up in the hospital. And obviously, you don't want to see anybody go to hospital, right? So what happened was, I forgot to drink enough water over several days, not just one day. And then it finally caught up with me in the form of what is called dehydration, right? And it drains you totally, right? I didn't have strength even to lift my finger, literally. And for the first time, I experienced being taken in an ambulance through the streets, right? And of course, as soon as we entered the hospital, there were quite a few parents who are doctors or who work in the hospital. So WhatsApp forward started immediately, right? People started inquiring because they got the information from the hospital that Kiran is in the hospital. So just to make sure that nobody starts any rumors, we sent out an Edmodo post simply identifying that all I was in the hospital was for carelessness, right? Not drinking enough water. You don't want to make the same mistake. The heat wave continues and will get even more intense in the next few days, right? So I was in there for a day, and when you are lying there totally helpless, a lot of thoughts come to your mind, right? And you see life far more clearly than at any other time. And you undergo a very significant experience. I'm not saying or recommending that you try this. But should it ever happen to you, it's a great time to look at everything that's happening in your life and make some changes. End of the year. Now this is unique. It only happens in schools and colleges. It doesn't happen if you're working in a factory or if you're running a business. But in an educational institution, we get the opportunity to stop, get off the train, and then get back on the train after a month or more. And in the interim period, we can decide whether we want to take the same train again or catch another train. And also what bags we are going to bring if we are going to climb back on the same train. Many of you need to change your bags. The bags that you bring currently are not working for you. And that will be reflected in your results. Some of you have already received them. Some of you are yet to receive them. So a break, a vacation, is a time to certainly do something different. But it is also a time to reflect on what happened in the past 10 months and what changes you need to make before you come back. All of us, teachers, staff members, students, parents, all of us get this opportunity. Of course, parents don't get this opportunity because they are not part of school as you are. So yes, at the end of the day, you are going to feel quite different from the way you feel every day when you go home. But be careful about celebrating too much. Who can celebrate? Who can celebrate the end of the school year? Yes, ask this question. Who has a right to celebrate? It is those who put in the maximum effort throughout the year, who took advantage of every school minute and every minute at home as well, to give their best. Now, if you are one of those, certainly come here and make all the noise that you want. But if you are not part of that group, if you cannot honestly stand in front of a mirror and say you did your best, you have no right to make any noise or celebrate in any way. You have wasted 1 year of your life, and the last thing you want to do is celebrate. So go home today quietly, in a reflective mood. Anybody can scream and shout. Anybody can make noise. Any idiot can do that. But the smarter people are the ones who look back and who realize that we missed an opportunity. And that I'm going to go home today and start a new chapter. So here's another thing. The best colleges are asking this question: what did you do in your summer vacation? Because it is an indication of what type of person you are. Do you attempt to do something different? Did you go and climb a Himalayan mountain in your summer? Then the best colleges are happy to have you. If you simply decide vacations are great times to get up late, chill, watch TV, gather around motorbikes and scooters, and pass the time of day yapping about nothing in particular, then you're going to have a hard time getting into those best colleges. Remember, they are waiting there for you. You have a date, a college date in your life. Use the summer vacation wisely. Read. Open yourself to unusual experiences. Do something different. Get up earlier, not later. Time is precious. Nobody is giving out certificates and gold medals because you slept 10 hours a day. Think. And after you think again. And look in the mirror and think. We are so used to thinking like Geta Bakras, right? That you'll end up doing what everybody else does. That's the difference between those who think and those who simply do. As SNK students, you are expected to be different. Many of you have done things over this entire year that we are embarrassed about. For instance, common sense tells you that you come here to polish your English language. And yet, every single day you persist in talking in Gujarati or some other language. You never stop to ask why. And how that is going to affect you and your future. So we're going to help you a little bit. When you come back next year, if you keep on talking in Gujarati, we will be counting the number of times that we catch you doing that. And at some point, you will automatically disqualify yourself from, if you are in 9, 10, from coming into 11, and if you are already in 11 and 12, from coming to school any longer. Because unless you have a sword hanging over your head, sometimes you just don't do things. And if that's what is going to be necessary, then that's what we are going to do next year. Be prepared when you come next year to be pushed in a way that you haven't been pushed ever before. Because whatever time you have in school is preparation time for life ahead. And if we don't make the most of it, we will be doing you a disservice. And you will, of course, be undermining your own future. Your parents expect us to push you. That's why they send you to this school. And this school functions in a certain way. During Winterfest, I mentioned a phrase. And you will do well to remember that throughout your life. And it goes like this. That till the moment of choice, you are in control. Once you make the choice controls you. Till the moment of choice, you are in control. Once you make the choice controls you. You made the choice to come to SNK. Till you decided to attend SNK, you could have gone to any school. But once you decided to come to SNK, now the choice of making SNK your school controls you. You will have to do things the SNK way. Same thing goes about making a choice when you buy a car. Till you buy the car, every dealer is calling you up 10 times a day. Once you decide to buy a car and write the check, even as you drive out from the showroom, the price of your car depreciates by 20%. Just as soon as you sign the ownership papers and drive out, it is already a second-hand car if you want to sell it again. And now, if you bought a Ford, then the Ford dealer and the choice of buying the Ford controls you. None of the other dealers are going to pay you any attention. Same thing with TVs, same thing also at one point of time in your life, you're going to make the decision, hopefully, that you will make this decision to get married. Now, till you decide whom to marry, everybody is possible. Brad Pitt is possible. Anybody out there is possible. But once you make the choice controls you. That person's in your house every single day, and you have to pay attention. So life is about choices, but remember, till you make the choice what to do in your summer vacation, you are in control. Once you decide how you're going to spend your summer vacation, your choice is going to control you. It's also going to affect your future. Be wise, plan, and utilize every moment of the day wisely. Please stand up for the national anthem. And remember, at the end of the day, if you have something to celebrate, make all the noise you want. But staff members and commandos will be in the building looking to see who's making the noise. And if you're part of a group that should not be making any noise and should be going home embarrassed because they didn't do their best, just go quietly. Otherwise, we'll see you here on Monday. Assembly, Saudhan.
शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय
Vishram, please take your seats. Our exit song today is Neend Na Aaye. We're going to have Neend Na Aaye. Now, this song, many people make the mistake of thinking it's different things, but Neend Na Aaye till Shyam enters your life, and Shyam here is common sense. And that till common sense enters your life, Neend Na Aaye. Listen to it in those terms and you will have a great future. This is not a romantic song unless you want to have a romance with common sense.
जीवन की शाम आई है, पर शाम नहीं आई। जीवन की शाम आई है, पर शाम नहीं आए। बैठा हूँ उनकी राह में, मैं पल के झुकाए। बैठा हूँ उनकी राह में, मैं पल के झुकाए। नींद नाए रे, चैन नाए रे,
नींद नाए रे, चैन नाए रे,
नींद नाए रे, चैन नाए रे,
नींद नाए रे, चैन नाए
रे। जीवन सारा बीता जाए, श्याम न आए रे। पल पल जाए, छिन छिन जाए, कैसे करूं मैं हाय। पल पल जाए, छिन छिन जाए, कैसे करूं मैं हाय। नींद नाए रे,
चैन नाए रे,
नींद नाए रे, चैन नाए रे। जीवन सारा बीता जाए, श्याम न आए रे हो। जीवन सारा